I'm George and a warm welcome to the channel. So with spring nearly here and restrictions easing, you might well be thinking about buying a caravan or changing your present one. Once you have decided to buy, then you've got to work out which caravan is going to do the job for you in terms of size, weight, layout and cost, and that all can be quite a challenge, especially if you're new to caravanning. So today's vlog is the second of a mini series of 2 videos that we've put up to make your caravan buying easier using our Caravan Infosheet. Both videos are available now. Part 1 touches on caravan and tow car weights etc. and deals in detail with the caravan layout, storage and equipment. It also gives a useful lead into this video, so when you put them together you should have something helpful in the search for your new caravan. Both these videos feature our Caravan Infosheet that we've designed to make choosing the right caravan a bit easier. It allows you to list the key things you need to think about, the different makes, sizes and weights for each of the caravans you look at, as well as the details of its layout, storage and equipment, and also your opinions on those. You can then take all that information away to compare the caravans you've seen, maybe over a coffee or at home, helping you to make your final choice. In this part 2 video, we'll be looking at a very important guidance regarding caravan and tow car weights. Much of the contents have important legal and safety considerations, which is why we've given them a vlog all of their own. And we hope you will give what you see very careful thought, especially if you are a new or inexperienced caravaner. Let's get into part 2 of the Caravan Infosheet and you'll see what I mean.
This is the first section of the Infosheet tool. In this section you can record the important facts and figures that you'll need to consider before buying your chosen caravan. From the information you gather here, you'll be able to tell which caravans your car can legally and safely tow and any that you may not be able to. This first line, highlighted in red, is straightforward. Here you can record the make and model of the caravan you're looking at, how many people it can sleep, and also its price. This second line is where to record the dimensions of the caravan you're looking at, which can often be found on a price and information sheet which dealers normally have on either the side of the caravan or on the front window. You will also be able to get them from the manufacturer's website. The first 2 sections here are for recording the width of the caravan and its internal length. The shipping length, highlighted here in red, is very important because it is the total length of the caravan including the drawbar. This will help you work out if the caravan will fit on the storage space that you have in mind, which might be your driveway at home, so it does need careful checking. This section of the Infosheet tool deals with the weights of the caravan you're looking at and is very important. The figures you will need for this section can be found on the stainless steel weight plate fastened to the side of the caravan low down, usually near the foot of the entrance door. It often has other information on it as well. These weights will also be on the manufacturer's website and might be on the dealer's price information sheet on the caravan side or front. The first of these is the MIRO, sometimes shown just as MRO. This is the mass in running order, which put more simply is the weight of the caravan as it arrived from the manufacturer, ready to be used. Caravan manufacturers quote this as the weight of the caravan with everything essential in it, ready for going caravanning. How this is decided varies a bit from maker to maker, but MIRO weight usually includes an allowance for the caravan to carry the mains inlet cable, the corner steadies wind-up handle, 1 or possibly 2 gas bottles, and maybe some water in the water systems, although most makers prefer the caravan to be towed with 0 water. You will need to check the exact details of these with the caravan maker or dealer concerned. However, a note of caution here. The manufacturers quote the MIRO weight as including everything essential to go caravanning. However, in some cases this is not quite correct. For example, the MIRO figure given by most manufacturers does not include any allowance for a 12-volt leisure battery, which virtually all caravanners will need. A leisure battery can weigh more than 25 kilograms, So it's very important when looking at the MIRO weight to add the weight of a battery to that, because this will affect the user payload that you can carry. This is important and I'll come back to it in a moment. You'll also need to add to the MIRO the weight of any other additional features you might want to have fitted before taking delivery, such as a Caravan motor mover. The second of these figures, highlighted in red, is the MTPLM, which stands for Maximum Technically Permissible Laden Mass. That's quite a mouthful, isn't it? Put more simply, this is the maximum weight that the caravan manufacturer specifies for its safe use when fully loaded for a trip. The MTPLM can be found as described on the stainless steel weight plate fastened to the near side of the caravan, or on the manufacturer's website. Whilst this is not a legal maximum, if you were to tow a caravan with a weight in excess of the manufacturer's figure, and there was a problem or an accident, you could find your warranty is affected, and there might also be an issue with your car insurance or your caravan insurance. So to put this in simple terms, the MTPLM should be regarded as your maximum loading figure, and exceeding this should be avoided at all costs. User payload for the caravan is calculated by subtracting the MIRO weight from the MTPLM weight. This is then the amount that you have for carrying the other things you want on your trips, such as clothes, bedding, food, cooking equipment and washroom items, plus anything else you decide to carry inside your caravan while towing. How you load these in your caravan for safe towing is important. It is something you'll need to consider carefully, but I won't go into details of that in this video. How you work out the total weight of your payload whilst towing is obviously not easily straightforward. If you have a large payload figure, you might decide to estimate or weigh some sample items from your list to reach an estimated payload figure. However, if your payload is smaller, you might need to think about weighing each item or group of items such as clothes individually to ensure that you don't exceed your payload and your caravan MTPLM. Either way, making sure your caravan carries no more than its maximum payload weight is critically important for safe and legal towing. A good way of checking this is to take your car and caravan, loaded as for a trip, to your local weighbridge, where you can have your outfit checked, car and caravan separately and also together. One important thing to keep in mind regarding user payload is what I talked about earlier in reference to MIRO. The weight of anything added to the caravan after it has left the manufacturer, such as a leisure battery or motor mover, must be added to the caravan MIRO, and this will reduce your overall user payload allowance before you load it with anything else you'll need on your trips. The next important figure to consider, again highlighted here in red, is the curb weight of your tow car. To ensure you have the accurate figure for your model, check the car owner's handbook or the manufacturer's website. Once you have that accurate curb weight, it's an easy matter to calculate 85% of it. That 85% figure of your car's curb weight is very important, particularly if you are a new or inexperienced caravaner. This is the maximum figure which has been agreed by the major caravanning bodies, clubs and safety experts for the weight of any caravan that you may be thinking of towing. Whilst it isn't a legal maximum, new or inexperienced caravanners are strongly advised to take this as their guide for your own safety and that of other road users. Before visiting a dealer to look at a caravan, it might be useful to fill in your car's curb weight and the 85% amount of it on the form before you go, to enable easy checking of that caravan for suitability. Let me sum up this aspect with 3 bits of advice. First, it's vital for every caravaner, no matter how experienced, to make sure that the MTPLM of your caravan never exceeds the curb weight of your car. Second, the manufacturer of your tow car specifies a maximum towing limit for your particular vehicle. This can be found in the owner's handbook or on the maker's website. Again, no matter how experienced you are in towing, the MTPLM of your caravan should never be more than that maximum towing weight of your car. Third, the best and simplest advice especially for new or inexperienced caravanners, is this. Calculate 85% of your car's curb weight and only tow a caravan whose MTPLM does not exceed that figure. The maximum tow ball weight is the figure specified by your car maker as the maximum weight that can safely be exerted down onto the tow ball of your car by a caravan or trailer connected to it. This weight has an important link to the caravan's nose weight. This is the weight being exerted downwards by the tow hitch of your caravan when attached to your car. This nose weight can vary from one caravan to another and will also be affected by what is in your caravan and how that's loaded. Most caravan manufacturers advise that for safe and comfortable towing, the nose weight of the caravan should be between 5% and 7% of the caravan's MTPLM. So when considering a caravan to buy, try to get some indication of the likely nose weight of that van and ensure that it's not going to exceed the maximum tow ball weight for your car as specified by the car's manufacturer. There are ways that caravan nose weight can be measured, but I won't detail those here. The total train weight of any car and caravan combination that you're considering is important. To calculate the total train weight, you will need the gross vehicle weight of your tow car that you can find in your car owner's handbook or on the maker's website. When you've found that gross vehicle weight, add it to the MTPLM of the caravan that you're considering, and that will give you the total train weight for that car and caravan combination. The total of these is important because the categories listed on your driving licence that you're entitled to drive and tow might affect your choice of caravan. This can be a little bit complicated, but there is plenty of further advice out there from DVLA, the caravan clubs and associations like the AA and the RAC. However, in simple terms, if you passed your driving test after the 1st of January 1997 and have an ordinary B category driving licence, it is legal for you to tow a car and caravan combination with a total train weight up to 3,500 kilograms. If you want to tow a caravan that would take your combination above that 3,500 kilogram limit, you would have to pass an additional test to give you the B plus E licence category to entitle you to do that. As well as any cost for that test, you might also need tuition beforehand. If you passed your driving test before the 1st of January 1997, generally you are allowed to drive and tow a total train weight combination of up to 8,250 kilograms. However, there are restrictions that come into play in this particular category, such as age. And if you passed your driving test before the 1st of January 1997, and especially if you're approaching 70 years of age, it would be best for you to check your own particular driving licence situation before making a caravan purchase. We are now at the end of part 2 of this mini-series on caravan buying, and we hope that this, together with part 1, will be helpful to you in the search for your caravan.
Well, I hope you've now had the chance to watch both part 1 and part 2 of this mini-series on buying a caravan, and we also hope that it's been interesting and helpful. We'd like to thank you once again for watching today. We hope you found it enjoyable, and if so, you might give us a thumbs up, a like and share. And if you have any advice or comments, we'd love to hear from you. And if you've got a question, we will of course try to answer it. You can do any of these in the usual YouTube way, or by using our Facebook, Twitter or email. Details of those are at the end of the video, and we will reply to everybody who gets in touch. Also a reminder that if you are interested in using our info sheet for yourself, we are very happy to share it with you. If you'd like a copy, just contact us and I can happily send that to you by email. If you'd like to see more from us, please consider subscribing. And if you want to know when our next video is available, please just ding the bell icon for that and you should get that information. Also, if you haven't seen our other videos, maybe you can also try those too. We thank you again for watching and hope that you might watch again next time. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, keep calm and caravan on. In the meantime, it's cheerio from the Max. Bye!